Welcome to the 2023 Studio Tour. I'm a producer, composer, musician, and mixer, and this studio fits all those needs. As a producer, I work with a lot of singer-songwriters, so having a space where we can comfortably record without losing any quality has been a real game changer. Gear comes and goes, but having the right tools for the song is what is necessary in a studio. The studio is always changing, but this current setup has been working wonderfully for me and my clients. Now let's talk about some gear. When it comes to electric guitars, you need to have what I call the Holy Trinity. A Les Paul, a Tele, and a Strat. With those three, you can pretty much cover 95% of electric guitar sounds. Don't get me wrong though, I still want more. This is my 2015 Gibson Les Paul. It used to be one of those Les Pauls that had those robot tuners on it.
Gibson Mini Tune, one of the simplest, most accurate, lightweight tuning systems in the world. You can hear how that G chord is really out of tune. And I'm going to toggle over to Dadgad, then strum. Then fine tune.
Thankfully, when I got it, it didn't have that on there. This guitar used to be my number one, but that has changed ever since I got my Tele. This is a Fender Player Series Tele, and it sounds and feels great. It's perfect for my live work, and it covers so many genres when recording. Next up is my Fender Strat. It doesn't get used as much, but you always need one, just in case. For acoustics, I have a Taylor acoustic. This one sounds great when you're gigging live and going DI. I'm not the biggest fan of it when recording, so I'm in the market for a new one, so let me know down below which acoustic I should try out. This is my Gretsch Jim Dandy guitar that I had modified to be a rubber bridge guitar. These guitars have gotten popular by artists like Taylor Swift, Phoebe Bridgers, and Madison Cunningham. The sound of this guitar was on a lot of references of songs that clients sent to me, so I had to get one. And the modification was relatively inexpensive to do. Here's what it sounds like. This is my Resonator guitar. Don't even know who it's by, but it sounds great. Here are some other random tools that I have. I have a 6-string banjo, a mandolin, and a ukulele. Whenever I work on country music, you can pretty much guarantee that you'll have the banjo and mandolin thrown in there. Let's talk about some bass. This is my 1978 Fender P bass. This is the best bass I've ever played. This is one of the first instruments I bought when I first moved to LA, and it works perfectly for every single genre. It's been used on pop, country, rock, gospel, and everything else. Since my P bass weighs about 200 pounds, I mainly use my 2013 Japanese Fender Jazz bass for live gigs and fly dates. Next up is my Mexican Fender P bass. I've had this bass for a long time, but want to upgrade the pickups since everything is stock. I have flat wound strings on my 78 P bass, so it would be nice to put round wounds on this bass, just to have that contrast. When it comes to working with singers and songwriters, having a piano in the room has been an amazing tool. This is a Schaefer & Sons piano that I got for free off Facebook. If you're looking for a piano, I recommend going to Facebook or Craigslist, and there's a lot of people giving away free ones. It's worth it to pay someone to move it, or you can even move it yourself. Next up is what I call the command center. This is where everything comes together. I'm running Pro Tools off of a Mac Studio into a dual monitor setup. It's great having the extra screen when I'm composing for film or TV, or when my clients are sitting on the couch and then they can see what I'm doing. The desk is an IKEA desk that I added a keyboard tray that just holds my MIDI controller. I made another video about how I built my older output style desk that was just a little too big for my new setup, so I wanted to downsize. For my speaker monitors, I have the Yamaha HS7s. Now let's talk about the rack. First in the rack, we got a Furman power supply, followed by an Apollo X8 interface. After that, we have a Neve 1073 preamp. Then these are API styled preamps. Run my mixes through these two. Sound great. And then some spare ones I have in the moment that I'm trying out. Then below that, I have a Distressor, followed by Kemper. Then after that, we have a Behringer headphone mixer, followed by Patch Bay, and then a mic patch through below that. Thanks for checking out the studio tour. Feel free to reach out at richemery.com if you're ever looking for a producer, composer, or mixer. So feel free to reach out, schedule a call, and we'll talk about what you're looking for. I have more videos coming soon about how to get a gig, how to solo like the pros, and so much more. So feel free to subscribe down below. Also, let me know in the comments of any of your gear recommendations or any gear that I'm missing. Thanks for watching.
I've been looking out for somebody just like you, but then you walk on by and I knew what I had to do. The way you're moving, the way you shine, everybody's watching you. I wanna make you mine. The way you're looking, the way you smile, it's like you put a spell on me. You're always on my mind, on my mind.